16.1 Organization of Plant Tissues, organisasi tisu tumbuhan. 16.1.1 berkomunikasi tentang jenis tisu tumbuhan dan fungsi utamanya. Okay, going to look at types of plant tissues and the function of those tissues. Plant tissues, tisu tumbuhan. So what are the plant tissues? Apakah beberapa tisu tumbuhan yang kita perlu belajar? Yang pertama, we have meristematic tissues ataupun dalam BM, tisu meristem. Meristematic tissue ataupun tisu meristem kita hanya akan belajar di muka surat 11 sahaja. So not before that. Okay, just for info. Let's go back to page number 3. Alright. So first tissue ialah meristematic tissue ataupun tissue meristem, dan meristematic tissues ada dua jenis. Satu dipanggil sebagai apical meristematic tissues ataupun tissue meristem apex, dan yang kedua dipanggil sebagai lateral meristematic tissues ataupun tissue meristem lateral. The second part of plant tissue ataupun tisu tumbuhan ialah permanent tissues ataupun tisu kekal. Tiga jenis: epidermal tissues ataupun tisu epidermis. Kalau untuk chapter 2 form 4 dulu, untuk humans and animals kita ada epithelial tissue, tisu epithelial. Remember not? We call that epithelial. Tapi untuk tumbuhan kita panggil dia sebagai epidermal. Ini apa dia beza dia, okay? So we have epidermal tissues ataupun tisu epidermis. Yang kedua ialah ground tissues ataupun dalam PM kita panggil tisu asas, the basic simple tissues. Contoh, kita akan belajar tiga jenis ground tissue, tisu asas. Iaitu yang pertama ialah parenchyma tissues ataupun tisu parenchyma. Yang kedua ialah collenchyma tissues ataupun tisu collenchyma dalam BM, dan sclerenchyma tissues ataupun tisu sclerenchyma. So tiga jenis ground tissues ataupun tisu asas. And the third type of permanent tissue ialah vascular tissues ataupun tissue vascular, which you are you know this very well since your PT3. Ada dua jenis vascular tissue ataupun tissue vascular, iaitu dipanggil sebagai xylem tissue, tissue xylem, ataupun phloem tissues, tissue phloem. So these are the vascular tissues. So these are the plant tissues that we are going to learn one by one. Okay, so these are the tissues that we are going to learn. Let's move on to page number 4. Baik, kita mula dengan permanent tissues terlebih dahulu. Tisu kekal, permanent tissues. Okay, right. Apa maksud permanent tissues or tisu kekal? Matured tissues which have experience or are experiencing differentiation. Tisu matang yang dah jadi matang dah, bukan muda lagi, dah matang dah, yang telah mengalami pembezaan, ataupun sedang mengalami pembezaan. Itu maksud permanent tissue. It is a mature tissue, tisu yang sudah matang. Dah matang dah, yang telah mengalami pembezaan ataupun have experienced differentiation. Okay, I want to ask you, what is the meaning of differentiation? Anyone of you know apa maksud differentiation? So differentiation means they change in shape. Maybe saya dah bagi tahu yang tu semasa chapter 2 form 4 dulu saya rasa. Changes shape, itu maksud differentiation. Okay, something like this. Let me explain. Okay. Now, what we do for differentiation for human, for example, we have sperm cells. We learned this in chapter 15 last time, and we have the secondary oocytes. or normally people call that ovum. Alright, so sperm cell, secondary oocyte, fertilization will occur. Fertilization akan berlaku, so bila berlaku fertilization, what is formed? Zygote will be formed. A zygote will be formed, and zygote is one cell. The zygote will do mitosis. Dia akan melakukan cell division. So bila dia melakukan mitosis, apa akan berlaku ialah one cell becomes two cell, then becomes four, then becomes eight, until it forms morula. Remember or not? Forms morula. What is morula? Morula is a solid ball of cells which are not differentiated yet. A solid ball of cells. So, lepas mitosis, dia akan bentuk satu bola sel, a solid ball of many cells, thousands of them. It forms morula. So, bila dia form morula, what happens? During morula stage, all these cells are alike. Mereka serupa, belum lagi differentiate. They look the same, undifferentiated. Okay, so they look the same. So lepas itu what happens? Morula becomes blastocyst, lepas itu become embryo. Dan lepas itu what happens? Each of these cells will undergo differentiation. Apa maksud differentiation? They change their shape, ubah bentuk. For example, sel ini akan berubah bentuk jadi red blood cell. Sel ini berubah bentuk jadi smooth muscle cell. Example. Sel ini jadi white blood cell. Example. Sel ini jadi nerve cell, neuron, for example, and so on. So the process of changing shape, they change their shape, is called differentiation. And after differentiation occur, they become specialized. We call that specialization. So specialization berlaku selepas differentiation. Dalam BM specialization pengkhususan. Kalau dalam BM differentiation pembezaan. So mereka akan membeza, pembezaan bermaksud berubah bentuk. They change their shape. After they change their shape, selepas berubah bentuk, mereka menjadi khusus. They become specialized. Pengkhususan berlaku. Specialization occur. Apa maksud specialization? Apa maksud pengkhususan? They have their own duty to carry out. This one transport oxygen. This one carry nerve impulse. This one contract and relax. This one destroy pathogens and many more. So after differentiation, they become specialized. Mereka menjadi khusus. They have their own duty. So this is the meaning of differentiation ataupun pembezaan. Of course, in plant, bila pembezaan berlaku, bila differentiation berlaku, they form like phloem, they form xylem, they form parenchyma, they form collenchyma, they form sclerenchyma, and so on. Kalau tumbuhan after differentiation. Okay. So permanent tissue bermaksud tisu sel yang dah matang yang telah mengalami differentiation ataupun pembezaan. Baik, ada 3 jenis permanent tissue. Yang pertama dipanggil sebagai epidermal tissue ataupun tissue epidermis. Kalau haiwan dengan human kita panggil epithelial. Yang kedua ialah ground tissue atau tissue asas, dan yang ketiga ialah vascular tissue ataupun tissue vascular. 3 jenis permanent tissue. Dan gambar ini menunjukkan bahawa you can see xylem here, phloem, epidermal tissue, and so on, ground tissue, and so on. Maknanya these permanent tissue are found throughout the plant. dijumpai di seluruh bahagian tumbuhan, tak kira daun, tak kira batang, stem ataupun akar. So every part of the plant have permanent tissues. Permanent tissues and their functions, tisu kekal dan fungsinya. Baik, kita mula dengan let's learn the first permanent tissue yang dipanggil sebagai epidermal tissue ataupun tisu epidermis. Kalau kita epithelial, okay, epidermal tissue. Baik, number one. Layer the outermost surface of stems, leaves and roots of young plants. Melapisi permukaan luar batang, daun dan akar tumbuhan muda. So, outer surface. Membentuk permukaan luar, melapisi permukaan luar, tak kira sama ada stem, batang, leaf, daun atau root, akar. Yang kita lah. Dulu kita belajar pasal epithelial tissue, and where is epithelial tissue is found outermost layer of the body, iaitu kita punya kulit. Our skin is the outermost surface, outermost layer. So that will be the epithelial tissue. So same thing here, it forms the outermost surface. Dia membentuk permukaan luar batang, daun dan akar tumbuhan itu. This is the place where these tissues are found. Okay, remember, bila kita belajar pasal tisu, dua perkara penting yang perlu kita concentrate. Satu, where it is found. Number dua, fungsi dia. You kena tahu dua ni. Where it is found and what is the function when we learn about tissue. Alright. Number dua, epidermal cell walls which are exposed to the air have a waxy and waterproof layer called the cuticle. Dinding sel wall, epidermis, yang terdedah kepada udara diselaputi oleh lapisan berlilin dan kalis air yang dikenali sebagai cuticle. Okay, contoh, you tengok gambar, this is the picture of the leaf, the inside surface, the cross section of the leaf. Dan kalau kamu tengok cross section leaf ini, so we have upper epidermis, epidermis di bahagian atas, and we have the lower epidermis as well, epidermis di bahagian bawah daun. Dan if you see properly, ini saya padam balik, di atas lapisan epidermis ini, tak kira upper epidermis or lower epidermis, di atas dia ada satu lapisan yang dipanggil cuticle. Okay, this is the upper epidermis of the leaf, cell wall, another epithelial cell, epidermal cell, another epidermal cell, another one. So di bawah ni kita ada xylem, we have phloem. This is the epidermal tissue. Upper epidermis, epidermal tissue, epidermal cell, epidermal cell, epidermal cell, epidermal cell. So this is epidermal tissue, right? The surface of the cell wall. Ini adalah cell wall. This is the cell wall, right? Ini adalah cell wall. Cell wall epidermal tissue yang terdedah kepada udara. Terdedah kepada udara. Hold on. Let me take my book. Okay. Okay, so the cell wall of the epidermal cell yang terdedah kepada udara, exposed to the air. For example, this is the external environment. This is the atmosphere. So this is the atmosphere. Ada udara. The outer surface of the leaf. Ada udara. So the cell wall of epidermal tissue yang terdedah kepada udara. Yang ini tak terdedah kepada udara. No, yang ini terdedah kepada bahagian dalam daun. So cuticle hanyalah pada di atas cell wall yang terdedah kepada udara sahaja, exposed to the air only. This one expose the inner part of the leaf, no problem. So the cell wall exposed to the air, terdedah kepada udara ini, di atas dia, atas cell wall ini ada satu lapisan. So we call that. Apa nama lapisan ini? Lapisan ini dipanggil sebagai cuticle. Dalam bahasa Melayu, cuticle. Also. Okay. Okay, right. Itu maksud dia. Kemudian, dia bagi tahu have a waxy ataupun dalam BM lapisan berlilin. What is waxy here means? Let me show to you. I'm going to open Form 4 textbook. Okay, hold on for a while. Chapter 4. Okay. I want to ask you, saya tanya you apa maksud waxy? We already learned that in chapter 4. Lipids. Okay, let me make it bigger. Types of lipid include fat. What the hell is this? Waxes. So my question, what is waxy means? A type of lipid. Last time in Form 4 kita belajar jenis-jenis lipid. So yes, waxy here means that bermaksud bahawa cuticle is made from wax. Cuticle is a wax. And what is a wax? It is a lipid. So waxy here means the cuticle is made from wax. It is a lipid. Itu maksud waxy kat sini. And because cuticle is made from wax, made from lilin, maknanya it is waterproof. Alice air, because water cannot pass through the lipid. Right? Water cannot pass through lipid. Lipid and water doesn't mix. Lilin dengan air tidak bercampur. Sebab tu dia jadi waterproof layer. So waterproof means air tak boleh melalui dia. Itu maksud dia. So ini ciri cuticle. Made from what? Made from wax. Lilin. Ciri dia apa? Waterproof. Halis air. So apa guna dia? What is the use of this cuticle? Apa guna dia? Reduces loss of water through evaporation ataupun something called transpiration, because okay, before that, mengurangkan kehilangan air melalui penyejatan, proses transpirasi. Di daun, in the leaf, the process of evaporation that occurs in the leaf is called transpiration. Proses penyejatan yang berlaku di daun dipanggil sebagai transpirasi. So apa guna cuticle ini? Reduces loss of water, mengurangkan kehilangan air. Itu guna yang pertama. Reduce loss of water, mengurangkan kehilangan air. Because for plants, especially in the leaf, water is very important to carry out photosynthesis. Kalau too much water is lost, kalau kehilangan air terlalu banyak, then how photosynthesis is going to happen? Then if there is no photosynthesis, plants cannot grow. We cannot get oxygen and so on. Bagus. So we need to reduce the water loss. Kehilangan air perlu dikurangkan supaya proses fotosintesis dapat berlaku dengan efisien. But apart from that, satu lagi kepentingan cuticle ialah protects the leaf from mechanical injuries and pathogens. Melindungi daun daripada kecederaan mechanical dan menghalang serangan pathogen. So it protects the leaf from mechanical injury. Mechanical injury means something like this. Let me show to you. Kata contoh, this is a leaf. You pergi buat macam ni. You geser daun itu. You do like this. This is leaf, for example. You do like this. This is mechanical injury. You do like this. The leaf. You geser it. So if you do like this, kalau tak ada cuticle, what happen? You can injure the leaf. There will be mechanical injury. Mechanical means physical injury. Injury caused because of you rubbing the leaf, for example. So to prevent that from happening, cuticle protects the leaf. So when you rub the leaf, you're rubbing the cuticle and not the epidermis or the cells beneath it. And pathogen. So the cuticle is quite strong. Pathogens cannot penetrate through the cuticle. Dia menghalang. You know what is pathogen, right? Pathogen bermaksud microorganism that can cause disease. So bila ada cuticle macam kulit kita, pathogen microorganisms that can cause disease, mikroorganisma yang boleh menyebabkan penyakit tak boleh melalui lapisan cuticle itu. So the plant is protected from diseases. Terlindung daripada penyakit. Nombor 3. Modified epidermal cell, sel-sel epidermis yang terubah suai. Contoh, beberapa epidermal cell pada tumbuhan yang telah terubah suai. They are modified. Contoh yang diberi di sini ialah gut cells. Gut cell is an example of modified epidermal cell ataupun satu contoh sel-sel epidermis yang telah terubah suai. Sel pengawal. Jadi maknanya gut cell ataupun sel pengawal sebenarnya ialah epidermal cell. Epidermal cell tapi modify sikit. Telah dimodify, telah diubah suai sedikit untuk menjalankan fungsi dia. Dan kita tahu gut cell fungsinya ialah control the opening of the stomata, mengawal bukaan liang stoma. So what gut cell do? What sel pengawal tu? Fungsinya mengawal bukaan liang stoma. Controls the opening of the stomata yang kita akan belajar di chapter 2 nanti. Soalan saya sekarang ni ialah, my question is, how the gut cell is modified? Itu soalannya sekarang ni. How the gut cell is, how the epidermal cell is modified to become gut cell ataupun sel pengawal. Okay, for your information, epidermal cell sebenarnya tidak mengandungi chloroplast. For your information, epidermal cell does not have chloroplast. So how the epidermis cell is modified to become gut cell? Gut cells have chloroplast. Maknanya gut cell ataupun sel pengawal ialah sejenis epidermal cell, tapi telah diubah suai sedikit. Ubah suai macam mana? Modify macam mana? Mereka ada chloroplast. Kalau epidermal cell yang biasa memang tak ada chloroplast, tapi gut cell ialah epidermal cell yang special, dia ada chloroplast. That's how it is modified. That's how mereka diubah suai. So bila gut cell ada chloroplast, maknanya gut cell can carry out photosynthesis. Dan bila gut cell boleh melakukan photosynthesis, barulah stoma akan buka. So in order for the stoma to open, the gut cell need to do photosynthesis. Anyhow, we are going to learn this in chapter 2, not now. Okay. Contoh kedua, modified epidermal cell ialah root hair cells. Sel rambut akar. Apa tugas dia? Increase the surface area of the root, meningkatkan luas permukaan akar supaya water and mineral salt absorption, so that more penyerapan air dan garam mineral. So we have a second example of modified epidermal cell, iaitu root hair cell. Let me show that to you. Pokok, this is the root. Di akar we have the leaf. Di akar dia, so membesarkan akar nampak macam ni. Saya lukis dia punya epidermal cell ni. To do something like this. Epidermal cell yang membentuk akar. Lapisan luar akar. Saya ulang balik. Akar, saya besarkan dia. Ini adalah lapisan, ini adalah dinding akar. This is the wall of the root. dinding akar, the wall of the root, di mana dinding dia ialah juga dipanggil sebagai epidermis, made from epidermal tissue. Now, ini akar. This is good. So the epidermal cell, the epidermal tissue in the root is modified a bit. Kalau epidermal tissue atau epidermal cell yang biasa, dia nampak macam ni. Sekarang dia telah diubah sesuai sedikit. Bila ubah sesuai, dia jadi macam ni. Ini ubah sesuai. This is how it is modified. It has a long projection. This is how it is modified. The epidermal cell is modified, diubah sesuai untuk mengandungi benda yang panjang, unjuran yang panjang ini. We call this akar rambut. Rambut akar. Rambut akar ataupun root hair. We call this root hair. Ataupun rambut akar. This is how it is modified, having this long thing. Kalau normal epidermal cell, they don't have this long projection. They don't have unjuran yang panjang ni, tak ada. Yang ada ubah sesuai sikit. Supaya bila ada root hair, bila ada rambut akar ni, what happen? Luas permukaan jadi lebih besar. The surface area becomes larger. So when the surface area becomes larger, more water can be absorbed, more mineral ions can be absorbed. Lebih banyak air dapat diserap, lebih banyak mineral ion dapat diserap. Itu fungsi. That is why the epidermal cell need to be modified a bit in order so that penyerapan air menjadi lebih efficient and plants get enough water as well. So in order for plants to get enough water, in order for plants to do photosynthesis efficiently, some of the epidermal cells are modified. Some are modified becomes gut cell. Some are modified become root hair cell. So why they are modified? Kenapa mereka diubah sesuai? Mereka diubah sesuai supaya untuk membantu beberapa fungsi itu berlaku dengan efisien. So they have to be modified. Ini maksud modified. Itu tujuan kenapa they are modified. Okay. Right. Okay, kita nak lihat ground tissue ataupun tissue asas mula dengan parenchyma tissue terlebih dahulu. Tissue parenchyma. Okay, number one. Simplest living cells and do not undergo differentiation. Dia kata apa? Dia kata simplest living cell, sel hidup paling ringkas dan belum mengalami pembezaan. Maknanya parenchyma cells, parenchyma tissue ialah tisu yang tidak pernah melakukan differentiation apabila they don't change their shape. Bentuknya belum lagi berubah. Okay. Macam mana kita nak kenal parenchyma tissue? Dia ada thinnest cell wall. Dinding sel yang paling nipis. Cell wall dia paling nipis di antara kita dibandingkan dengan collenchyma dengan sclerenchyma. So, cell wall dia paling nipis. Nombor 3. Are always in a turgid state, providing support and maintaining the shape of herbaceous plant. Dia kata apa? Berada dalam keadaan segar. Segar means, turgid means segar. Memberikan sokongan dan mengekalkan bentuk tumbuhan herba. Ini salah satu fungsi yang utama. Parenchyma cell ini, parenchyma tissue ini, always in a turgid state, selalu berada dalam keadaan yang segar. So bila dia selalu selalu berada dalam keadaan yang segar, always in a turgid state, it provides support for herbaceous plant, memberikan sokongan untuk tumbuhan herba dan juga mengekalkan bentuknya. Apa maksud support the herbaceous plant? Apa maksud memberikan sokongan kepada tumbuhan herba? Bermaksud membolehkan tumbuhan itu berdiri dengan tegak. Apa pentingnya tumbuhan itu berdiri dengan tegak supaya they can absorb maximum sunlight, supaya mereka boleh menyerap cahaya matahari yang maksimum untuk fotosintesis. Untuk itu mereka harus berdiri dengan tegak. And for herbaceous plant, pokok herba, what causes them to get support berdiri tegak? Because the parenchyma tissues are in a turgid state, selalu dalam keadaan segar. So parenchyma is very, very important for herbaceous plant. Okay, one of the function that we can say. Okay, fungsi dia. Yang pertama, involved in photosynthesis, terlibat dalam fotosintesis. Dia terlibat dalam fotosintesis. Tapi ya, saya mau tanya you, saya nak bagi tahu dekat you, biasanya parenchyma tissue does not have chloroplast. Parenchyma tissue cell don't have chloroplast. Macamlah epidermal cell tadi, they don't have chloroplast. Habis, tapi di sini dia kata involved in photosynthesis ni apa? Cerita sekata parenchyma don't have chloroplast, tapi nota kata involved in photosynthesis. Ni apa cerita? Okay, now what I want you to do, take out your Form 5 textbook, open to page number. Saya nak kamu buka kepada muka surat 29. Sila buka muka surat 29, buku teks kamu. Saya rasa yang BM pun page yang sama. Saya nak buktikan macam mana parenchyma membantu terlibat dalam fotosintesis. Tapi saya kata apa? Saya kata parenchyma don't have chloroplast. Tapi macam mana pula terlibat dalam fotosintesis? Okay, let's see. Textbook chapter 2. Page number 29. Okay. Can you see palisade mesophyll? Nampak tak? Palisade mesophyll dan spongy mesophyll. Sel-sel yang membentuk palisade bahagian atas ni kita panggil palisade mesophyll, manakala bahagian bawah ni kita panggil sebagai spongy mesophyll. Okay. Sel yang membentuk palisade mesophyll dipanggil palisade cell, palisade mesophyll cell. Sel-sel yang membentuk spongy mesophyll dipanggil sebagai spongy mesophyll cells. Untuk pengetahuan you, for your information, palisade mesophyll cell and spongy mesophyll cell adalah parenchyma cell yang telah modify. Jadi palisade mesophyll cells dengan spongy mesophyll cell yang kita lihat tadi di buku teks muka surat 29 ialah contoh modified parenchyma tissue, parenchyma cell. Parenchyma tissue, parenchyma cell yang telah diubah suai. Bagaimana mereka telah diubah suai? They have chloroplast. So palisade mesophyll cell dengan spongy mesophyll cell ialah contoh parenchyma cell yang ada chloroplast. Modified, diubah suai dengan adanya chloroplast. So because they have chloroplast, what they do? They carry out photosynthesis. Fungsi kedua, help in the storage of starch and food, membantu penyimpanan kanjian gula. Okay, cut short. store food, menyimpan makanan. Jadi salah satu fungsi parenchyma ialah menyimpan makanan. Store food seperti starch and sugar. Menyimpan makanan hasil daripada fotosintesis. C. Involved in gases exchange. Terlibat dalam pertukaran gas. Macam mana terlibat dalam pertukaran gas ini? Okey, contoh yang tadi spongy mesophyll cells tadi. This one. Let me show to you. Masih lagi muka surat 29. Kalau kamu tengok, this is a spongy mesophyll. Dan saya kata apa tadi, what I mentioned to you just now, the spongy palisade cells, the spongy cells, sel mesophyll berspan tadi adalah parenchyma cell, parenchyma tissue. Dan kalau kamu tengok betul-betul di sini, you can see air spaces here. Ada ruang-ruang udara dalam daun. And this mana air? See here, air space. So air space ini terbentuk because susunan mesophyll, spongy mesophyll yang longgar. Anyhow, don't worry, we're going to learn this in chapter 2. Saya bagi tahu nak explain yang gases exchange tadi itu saja. So because they are loosely arranged, what happen? Adanya terbentuknya air space. So bila terbentuk air space, maka membenarkan gases to diffuse through them and involve in gases exchange. Maknanya because we have these air spaces, so what happen? Udara boleh bergerak, carbon dioxide boleh bergerak dan seterusnya meresap masuk ke dalam sel-sel ini untuk terlibat dalam proses photosynthesis. So this is how parenchyma tissue are involved in gases exchange. Okay. Yang keempat, involved in the repair and regeneration of plant tissues as well as in the vascular system. Involved in the repair and regeneration of plant tissue. Terlibat dalam baik kulit dan penjanaan semula tisu tumbuhan serta dalam pengangkutan sistem vascular. Dia kata involved in the repair and regeneration of plant tissues as well as in the vascular system. Terlibat dalam baik kulit dan penjanaan semula tisu tumbuhan. Apa maksud repair and regeneration? Kita pernah tengok perkataan regeneration dengan repair semasa chapter 6 bila kita belajar cell division semasa form 4 dahulu. So how does this involve in repair and regeneration? Okay, apa maksudnya yang ini? Let me explain to you. Okay. Tumbuhan also, plants also can become injured. Luka. Cedera. So plants also can become injured. Plants also boleh mendapat luka atau cedera. For example, contohnya. The stem of dipot plant, for example. Okay, let's say you use an axe. Kamu guna kapak, kamu potong batang dia. You cut the stem of this plant. So when you use the axe and you cut the plant, so that means the plant is injured. Contohnya di sini. Kena kapak, so bahagian ini dia luka, injured. Plants also can recover from injuries thanks to parenchyma tissue. So dia macam ni. Kawasan ini luka, So this area kaya dengan parenchyma cells, parenchyma tissue. So here, when the plant is injured, the parenchyma tissues at this place, the parenchyma tissues will do mitosis. Will do mitosis producing new cells. Later, these new cells will replace the damaged cells here. Now you see, so the parenchyma tissue, the parenchyma cells here, carries out cell division, carry out mitosis, producing new cells, and the new cells later replace the damaged cells over here. As time goes by, what happens? As time goes by, new cells are produced because parenchyma melakukan cell division, menghasilkan sel baru ini akan menggantikan sel-sel yang sudah rosak di sini. Maknanya kawasan ini akan sembuh. So this place will heal. Dia akan sembuh. Itu maksudnya. Repair and regeneration of plant tissue. Ataupun baik pulih dan penjanaan semula tisu tumbuhan. Kalau xylem ke phloem ke rosak, the same thing happens. The parenchyma tissue, the parenchyma cells melakukan mitosis, produce new cells untuk menggantikan sel xylem dengan phloem yang dah rosak because of injury. So if the plant's injured, the parenchyma tissues can undergo mitosis, producing new cells, and these new cells replace those damaged cells, and that part of the plant is healed. Tempat tersebut akan sembuh. Okay, itu maksud ayat itu. So plants also can repair and regenerate themselves. Are you clear? Itu maksud ayat itu. So parenchyma carries out a very important function over here. Okay, clear? Let's move on. Habis pasal parenchyma tissue parenchyma. Let's go to the next page. We are going to learn about collenchyma tissues. Collenchyma. Okay. Number one, are made of living cells. So collenchyma are living cells, sama seperti parenchyma. Parenchyma also living cells, sel hidup, which mature into cells that are flexible. So terdiri daripada sel hidup dan apabila telah matang akan menjadi sel yang fleksibel. So it is a living cell, just like parenchyma, sel hidup, dan bila dia sudah jadi matang, membesar dan menjadi matang, dia menjadi sel yang fleksibel. Sebab itu kita lihat kalau batang pokok herbaceous, batang pokok herba dan woody, dia agak fleksibel. Kita boleh bengkokkan dia. Tapi janganlah bengkok sangat, nanti patah pula kan. It is still soft, very flexible because of this. Okay. Seterusnya, nombor 2. Cell walls made of pectin and hemicellulose, half of the cellulose. Dinding sel diperbuat daripada pektin. Dinding sel diperbuat daripada pektin dan hemicellulosa. So the cell wall of the collenchyma is made from pectin. What is pectin? Pectin ialah sejenis polysaccharide. It is a type of starch, sejenis kanji, pectin. Dan hemicellulosa, half of the cellulose. So this pectin and cellulose causes the cell walls to become a bit thicker and stronger compared to parenchyma. Cell walls are thicker than the parenchyma tissue. So cell wall collenchyma lebih tebal sebenarnya daripada cell wall parenchyma. Dinding sel yang lebih tebal berbanding dengan dinding sel parenchyma because of the pectin and hemicellulose that causes it becomes to be more thicker. But function dia provide mechanical support and elasticity to plants, memberi sokongan mekanikal dan sifat keanjalan kepada tumbuhan. Provide mechanical support, memberi sokongan mechanical because the cell walls are thicker. So because cell wall, dinding sel dia lebih tebal, so membolehkan dia memberikan support or sokongan mechanical kepada tumbuhan yang membolehkan tumbuhan itu berdiri dengan tegak. Itu maksud dia. Lepas tu elasticity to plants, sifat keanjalan kepada tumbuhan. For example, contohnya like herbaceous plant because they have collenchyma tissue collenchyma. So bila angin bertiup, batang mereka boleh sway. Their stem can sway, boleh bergerak ikut arah angin itu. Because of the elastic, dia flexible. So by this way, pokok tu takkan runtuh lah bila ada angin yang kuat dan sebagainya. That is the meaning of elasticity to plants, sifat keanjalan kepada tumbuhan. Okay, this is the picture of collenchyma tissue. Ini gambar dia. Now let's go to sclerenchyma tissue, the last one for ground tissue, tissue asas yang terakhir. Okay. But sclerenchyma tissue sclerenchyma number one. Consists of dead cells when they are matured. Terdiri daripada sel-sel mati apabila matang. Maknanya parenchyma dengan collenchyma adalah sel-sel yang masih hidup. They are living cell. Sclerenchyma bila dia masih muda lagi, it is a living cell. But after it becomes matured, it becomes a dead cell. Dia jadi sel yang mati tapi masih berfungsi. Okay. Cell walls are the thickest among the three ground tissues. Dinding sel yang paling tebal. Cell wall dia paling tebal antara semua tisu asas. If the thicker cell wall means it is much more stronger. Yes or no? Kalau cell wall dia paling tebal, that means it is the strongest compared to collenchyma and parenchyma. Paling kuat sebab cell wall dia sangat tebal. Function. Apa fungsi sclerenchyma tissue? Fungsinya ialah provide support and mechanical strength to the parts of matured plants. Memberikan sokongan dan kekuatan mechanical kepada bahagian tumbuhan yang dah matang. So, provide support, memberikan sokongan dan kekuatan mechanical. That means menyebabkan bahagian tumbuhan tersebut lebih keras, lebih kuat, itu maksudnya. Kenapa? Why the sclerenchyma tissue? Kenapa tisu sclerenchyma boleh memberikan support, sokongan dan kekuatan mechanical? Kenapa? Due to the thickest cell wall. Due to the cell wall which is very thick. That's the reason why they can give support and mechanical strength to matured part of the plant. Matured part of the plant, for example, the stem, the root, and so on. Okay. Also help in the transport of water and nutrients in plants. Juga membantu dalam pengangkutan air dan nutrien dalam tumbuhan. So they also help to transport water and nutrients in the plant, membantu dalam mengangkut air dan nutrien dalam tumbuhan. Let's move on to the next one, yaitu we already done with epidermal tissue, we already done with ground tissue, tissue asas, dan last kali ialah vascular tissue, tissue vascular. Kita mula dengan xylem tissue dulu ataupun tissue xylem. Number one is made up of dead cell. You see, dead cell again. Without the cytoplasm, lagi best. Dead cell. Sel sudah, of course lah, bila dia masih muda lagi, it is still a living cell. Dia masih sel hidup bila masih muda. Tapi bila dah jadi matang, it becomes a dead cell. So made up of dead cell without the cytoplasm. No cytoplasm. Terbentuk daripada sel-sel mati yang tidak mengandungi sitoplasma. So no cytoplasm inside there. Can anyone tell me why there is no cytoplasm there? No cytoplasm means they are hollow. Hollow means kosong, just like a straw. You know straw, penyedut minuman tu, tengah-tengahnya kosong kan, hollow. No cytoplasm so that it can transport water and mineral salts continuously. Kalau ada cytoplasm, then how water want to flow? Memang tak boleh. So now after it becomes mature, the organelles, the nucleus, everything, the organelle, the nucleus, the cytoplasm all degenerate. After the organelles, nucleus, everything degenerate, they become dead. But still functioning, after they become dead, mereka masih berfungsi membawa air walaupun mereka sudah mati. So that's why there is no cytoplasm, just to enable the transport of water and mineral salt continuously daripada akar sampai ke daun. Nombor dua, the cell wall contains lignin. What is lignin? Organic polymer. Dinding sel diseliputi lignin. Ini nota yang paling utama untuk xylem. The cell wall contains lignin. What is lignin? An organic polymer. And this lignin is the one. Lignin inilah yang memberikan kekuatan tambahan, kekuatan yang sekuat-kuatnya kepada xylem vessel. That's why the xylem vessel is still able to function even though it is dead, thanks to lignin. So making the cell wall so strong, super strong, that very, very difficult for it to break, and therefore it can continue doing its job. Number 3 consists of xylem vessels that are elongated, hollow, and connected to each other from its root to the leaf. Terdiri daripada salur xylem yang memanjang, berongga, dan bersambungan antara satu sama lain dari akar ke daun. Consists of xylem vessels that are elongated, so the cells are a bit longer, hollow, just like what I said to you, kosong, and connected to each other from its root to the leaf. Okay, memanjang, berongga, dan bersambungan antara satu sama lain. Ini maksudnya. Panjang, itu maksudnya dari segi dia agak panjang. The xylem vessels agak panjang, long, and after it becomes mature, all the cell wall in the middle will degenerate, simply degenerate, and it forms a continuous hollow tube. Dan dia akan membentuk satu tube yang kosong, hollow tube, continuously. Nota kata apa? Elongated, the cells are longer, lepas tu hollow, kosong, and then connected to each other, bersambungan antara satu sama lain dari akar ke daun. So this is one xylem vessel, this is another xylem vessel, this is another xylem vessel. So this xylem vessel on top of this xylem vessel on top of this, susun macam ini itu maksud connected to each other, bersambungan antara satu dengan lain, like this xylem vessel, this vessel on top of this xylem vessel on top of this, forming a continuous tube daripada akar sampai ke daun. Continuous from the root up to the leaf, not breaking in the middle, not breaking anywhere. Satu tube yang berterusan. This enables xylem to transport water and mineral salt to all parts of the plant. So ini membolehkan xylem mengangkut air dan garam mineral dari akar ke semua bahagian tumbuhan. So why is it important? The xylem vessel should be hollow. The xylem vessel is connected to each other. Apa kepentingan dia? Supaya membolehkan xylem ini mengangkut air dan garam mineral, transport water and mineral salt from the root to other parts of the plant continuously, secara berterusan. Next page. Phloem tissues, tissue phloem. Number one, are made of companion cells and sieve tubes. Terdiri daripada sel rakan dan tube tapis. Okay. Let me draw that. This is one sieve tube cell. Another sieve tube cell, tube tapis. Another sieve tube cell down here. Lepas tu ada lubang kat sini. There are holes here. Okay, so this is one sieve tube cell, another sieve tube cell, another sieve tube cell. Satu tube tapis, satu lagi tube tapis, satu lagi tube tapis dalam dia. Dan di sebelah dia, just beside it, we have something called companion cell. Example like this. We have something called companion cell. Companion cell is like a normal plant cell. It's a normal plant cell. We have companion cell, which is a normal plant cell just beside the sieve tube. So this is the sieve tube, tube tapis. Ada lubang di sini. Saya letakkan warna merah di sini. So let it dry. You can see there are holes here. Ada lubang di sini. There are holes. Okay. So one sieve tube cell, satu tube tapis, dan sebelah dia adalah companion cell. So cuba tengok gambar ni. Ini ialah tube tapis dan sebelah biru di sebelah dia ialah companion cell. Okay. Made of living cells, which is the sieve tubes with the presence of cytoplasm. Terbentuk daripada sel hidup, yaitu tube tapis dengan kehadiran sitoplasma. So, kalau berbanding dengan xylem vessel is a dead cell. Tapi masih berfungsilah, no cytoplasm, so that it forms a hollow tube. But for phloem, the sieve tube tapis adalah sel hidup with the presence of cytoplasm. Ada cytoplasm dalam sieve tube cell, dalam tube tapis. So, dia ialah sel hidup, dia bukan sel mati. Okay. Sieve tubes do not have any organelles such as nucleus and ribosome, as they decompose at maturity stage. Tube tapis tidak mempunyai organel seperti nucleus dan ribosome kerana mengalami kemerosotan apabila matang. Sieve tube do not have any organelle, no organelles, no nucleus, no ribosome, where they decompose when they become mature. Bila tube tapis jadi matang, organel-organel seperti nucleus dan ribosom akan merosot, akan degenerate, akan rosak. Ada cytoplasm, they have cytoplasm, so they are living tissues, living cells, but no nucleus, no organelle. Why? First thing, they have cytoplasm. Why they have cytoplasm? Because in order for the food to flow, membolehkan makanan mengalir. Kalau tak ada cytoplasm, macam mana makanan itu nak mengalir? You know, that's why they have cytoplasm, where see there are holes here. There is a name for this. We are going to see this in chapter 4, not now. There are holes here. So ada cytoplasm di sini, ada cytoplasm di sini also. So there are cytoplasmic connection. So cytoplasm di sini dengan cytoplasm di sini berhubungan di antara satu sama lain, bersambungan di antara satu sama lain. Okay. So when the cytoplasm here and the cytoplasm here are connected through this hole, so this enables food to flow. Ini membolehkan makanan mengalir. Makanan mengalir melalui cytoplasm. So from the leaf, the food can flow down to the roots. Food can flow down. Okay. Kalau ada organelle, okay, saya dah lukis cukup besar ini, Ismail. Saya dah lukis cukup besar. Kalau ada organelle, okay, what will happen? Nucleus, mitochondria, what the organelles will do? Katakanlah tube tapis ada nucleus. Okay, tube tapis ada nucleus. Katakan, let's say. Also has mitochondria. Let's say mitochondria. So they go down. What will they do? Nucleus dengan organelle. This organelle, kalau dia pergi ke bawah, dia akan sumbat lah. Dia akan sumbat sieve pore ini. They go like this, what happens? So they will block the hole. They will block the pore. So when the pore is blocked, do you think food can flow? Yes or no? If the holes are blocked, if the liang tapis blocked, tersumbat, do you think food can flow? Yes or no? No, that's right. That's why tube tapis ataupun sieve tube don't have organelle. This is the reason, to prevent these organelles from blocking the sieve pore, liang tapis, then food cannot flow. Food cannot flow, then plant, the other parts of the plant don't get food, then they die. Pokok pun mati nanti. Number 4, consists of sieve tubes arranged from end to end, forming elongated and continuous tube structure. Tube tapis tersusun dari hujung ke hujung flow untuk membentuk struktur tube yang memanjang dan bersambungan. Okey, sama macam tadi. Ini satu sieve tube tapis, another sieve tube. So, apa dia kata? Arranged from end to end, forming elongated continuous tube. Tersusun dari ujung ke ujung. This is one tube tapis, ini hujung, another tube tapis, satu lagi ujung, hujung ke hujung, sambung. This is one end, this is another one end to end, sambung. So just like xylem vessel, tube tapis, the sieve tube also arranged from end to end, forming an elongated continuous tube from the leaf to the root. Sama macam xylem vessel tadi, terus susun dari hujung ke hujung membentuk tube yang berterusan. Nombor 5, function flow. I think you know already. Transports sugar produced from photosynthesis from the leaf to storage organs such as roots, fruits and tubers. Mengangkut gula yang terhasil daripada proses fotosintesis dari daun ke organ penyimpanan seperti akar, buah dan umbisi, tubers. Jadi, what is the function of flow? It carries product of photosynthesis, mengangkut gula hasil daripada proses fotosintesis daripada daun. Kenapa daripada daun? Because the leaf is the place where photosynthesis occur. So from the leaf, it is transported towards the organ penyimpanan, the organ that stores the food, which is, for example, roots, fruits, and tubers. So that means we have finished with vascular tissue. Kita dah habiskan nota untuk tissue vascular. So we have learned about permanent tissues. We have learned about ground tissue. The first one, epidermal tissue, ground tissue, tissue asas, dan vascular tissue, tissue vascular. Yang tinggal ialah meristem tissue. That's what we're going to see next.